Alright, so moved on to Dark Elf turn 2. And you can see his Blackguard charged into... Actually, they charged my Questy Knights, and I decided to flee because I just really didn't think there was any chance, and I didn't want them to kill my caster. They redirected into my Knights Errant, and then I decided to stand because I thought they at least had a chance of holding. In hindsight, since the Blackguard could only redirect once, it probably would have been better just to go ahead and flee with them and you know, just live to fight another day. So anyway, this picture was taken after the shooting phase. He took all those shots with crossbows at my general, and this is where we kind of had a learning experience. The Blackguard were actually kind of in the way during the shooting phase between the crossbows and my general, but true line of sight, because they were on a hill and he was, up a little bit higher than normal. He wasn't half obscured. You could just see him, and so he didn't get any cover bonus from the Blackguard being in the way. So they just needed 2 shots. They got him on him, so General died, which was less than fortunate. He beats up on the Knights Errant and overruns into the Pegasus Knights, who, under 8th edition rules, could not flee, which I thought was unfortunate. And over here, when we charged in last turn, my Pegasus Knights got 2 wounds on the Cauldron of Blood. This time, they got no wounds on it. It did 1 wound on us. And with there's a battle standard bearer plus the wound, and I didn't even have a flank or anything, so because they don't have a flank, lost combat and ran. So we go to Brett turn 3, and although I think I'm not loving how things turned out so far, at least it's interesting. The Pegasus Knights rallied. The battle standard bearer with Knights of the Realm get a charge into his Coldwind Knights, and I think I have a better than average chance of beating him there. My Questy Knights rallied. The Knights of the Realm on the far right didn't rally. They continued to move. That was somewhat unfortunate. So here I'm looking at, I have 2 trebuchets and I've got this spellcaster right here, so I'm just looking at what are different things I can do to hurt him. So Lander Duroc on these guys' heads. Now this unit alone I don't care about, but I'd really like to get rid of that caster. And we weren't thinking about it. He was carrying around the banner for this peasant. I wasn't even thinking you don't get points for peasant banners, but whatever. These guys make short work of the cold ones, and they turn to face the Dark Riders. More importantly, the crossbows that have the level 2 spellcaster in there. And these guys, Blackguard put a whooping on the Pegasus Knights. Now during my magic phase, I got the Shield of Thorns off on him, so that means he's going to take, and I have the Throne of Vine, so they're going to take 2d6 Strength 4 hits, and I roll nothing. I mean, I think I killed 2 of them with that. And then on his turn, in case I forget, it's going to go off again, and I think I killed another 2 or 3. I mean, just really, I mean, I was lucky to get the spells off, of course, but really unfortunate with the damage they did. I was really hoping to take that unit down some. So at the end of 3, we have Knights of the Realm at the top who getting ready to charge the crossbows. He actually took a spellcaster out of there, and if you look at the very top left, that's where she's standing. So if I can beat them on my charge, I might be able to charge her and get her out of the picture. We'll see. So Dark Elf turn 3 really is just kind of moving up a little bit. This is on the far left. Shade's moving towards my trebuchet. Blackguard is still trying to kill that Pegasus Knight. So they kill the Pegasus Knight. Really nothing else of significance really happens. And at this point we had to end the game because of time constraints, which is a real bummer because it was fairly close, and I was just curious how it was going to go. My Knights of the Realm were going to charge his crossbows, and I was confident that I would win there. My Pegasus Knights I thought would rally and would be able to fly over the top of Spear Elves and be able to line up a charge on his level 2. Had a couple trebuchets that could pick on units. I was looking at my Questy Knights and debating whether or not I'd want to charge with the Blackguard, knowing that'd be a death sentence, but probably if I could get Shield of Thorns off, could really hurt them before we actually went to combat. So I was mulling all these things over and all the things that still could go right, when we realized there was some things came up and we just ran out of time. So we added up the points. He was sitting about 750 victory points. I was at 500, 550. So so victory to the Dark Elves. And I mean, it's tough. We're only 3 rounds into it. So it's hard to tell how that would have gone. And I was really bummed. I didn't really care about the win or the loss because it just didn't mean much. But I was bummed because I thought it was turning into an interesting game. And it was going to be interesting to see maybe how it would have turned out. But anyway, that's it. I had to cut it short. Hope you enjoyed it.